Hello and welcome to day 2 of the Mindset Reset. If you have not yet listened to day 1, go back and listen to that because that will explain what we are doing. So today we're going to talk about stop taking things out of your life. Okay? We want to put things in. We want to add to your life, not take away from it. We need to stop thinking about improving our health and improving our diet as being restrictive and as taking things out of our life. We want to add to our life. So a couple of things that I want you to add to your life. Joy. Anything you enjoy needs to be a priority in your life. Now, whether that is family time, whether that is chilling out, whether that is going to the gym, going for a run, just being in fresh air, doing no matter what, as long as you're outside. Make sure that you have time in your week, in your day for some joy. Fruit and veg. I know it's what I do. But genuinely add in some more fruit and veg, because not only will you get the benefits of the actual foods, so the vitamins and the minerals that are in those foods, but adding in more fruit, generally you're going to add your fruit as a snack, which means you are more likely to eat less of the non-nutritional snacks you've been having that are adding calories but not actually making you feel any better. And I'm not saying there isn't room in your diet for those things, but I'm just saying that when you add in more fruit, you will feel better and you will eat less of those non-nutritious foods. Adding in more veg is a great way to add volume to your meals. So what I tend to say when you are plating up your food, put your protein source on there first, and that wants to take up 30 to 40% ideally, depending on what your protein source is. There is always grey area when I say that, but roughly that. And I want roughly, where are we at, 30 to 40, another 40 to 50% of your plate needs to be made up of veg. Now, this could be veg and salad, but essentially, what are your sides? What are the things that I call them volume foods? So what are the volume foods that you enjoy? So a salad takes up a lot of room on your plate. Different types of vegetables. Have some roasted butternut squash alongside some steamed greens or some stir-fried peppers. Have variety and have volume, because when you are trying to lose body fat, you will be making changes to your diet that might mean the thing you take away is some calories, but you don't have to take away enjoyment of food or the size of your portion. Just change what is on your plate. So rather than having half of your plate being made up of pasta, potatoes, rice, you don't need that volume of food to come from your carbohydrate source. You want that volume to be coming from your veg and your goodness. It's going to make you feel good as well as make you feel full. You're going to get your fiber, your vitamins and minerals, and then what's left on your plate is your carbohydrate source. And this is not because carbohydrates are bad. They are not. Your body needs them, but they're so good that they're really easy to overeat. So adding in extra veg, extra salad is a really good way to balance out your meals. Add in some me time. One thing we look at on the Bricks method is a morning routine, and it's not an elaborate, oh my gosh, look, I just rolled out of bed to do my 4-hour routine. It's not that at all. It's adding in 10 minutes, maybe 15, depending on your day, maybe even only 5. It's individual, of doing something for you. Start the day doing something for you wherever possible. It's like the first impression. When you meet somebody, everybody says, oh, first impressions count. Think about that for your day. Think about what is the first impression of your day? And one of the things you can do is start it with a little bit of me time. Just doing something for you, and it can be very simple. Simplicity is one of my biggest values. I want to make your life easier, not harder. So adding in a bit of me time. Add in some clarity. And by this, I mean, get clear on what you want, what you like, and what you feel. What do you want to achieve? What do you enjoy doing? What do you want your days to look like? What do you want your evenings to look like? What do you want to get out of life weekly? And it doesn't have to be this big, profound thing, but you do need to get curious about it. Have a little, have a delve into your thoughts, which I know can feel quite scary, but you need to get curious about what you really want. And sometimes you might find that actually what you want isn't what you're chasing, or that actually what you want is really simple. For me, in the last couple of years, simplicity is huge. I find joy in the small things, like, just an evening on the sofa in front of the fire, or being out in the fresh air and taking in just like the world. You know, you clarity is just about what do you enjoy, and stepping away from what you think you should be doing, or what you're told you should enjoy, what you're told a good weekend should look like, and just getting a bit clearer on what you really want and what you really enjoy and what you want to be added to your life. And then you want to add some order. And by this, I mean some structure, some routine. Human beings function much better with some structure and routine. Now, I don't know what lockdown looked like for everybody, of course, but for me, it took away a lot of routine, and I realized how much I actually need and rely on routine. I hadn't realized that at all. I thought I was really good without a routine. I was very, go with the flow and whatever. And that's also true. But I look after myself better, and I show up for myself and everybody around me much better when my life has some structure and routine to it, and some small daily or weekly habits that I stick to that actually stand me in really good stead to be the best version of me in terms of being present, listening to people around me, thinking clearly, being taking real interest and taking notice of things around me, feeling healthy, feeling energized. All of those things are more present, or I've totally worded that wrong. I am much better at all of those things when I have structure and routine in my life. And the habits can be things like I train 3 to 4 times a week, every week. It doesn't matter if those sessions are shorter. Sometimes they're an hour, sometimes they're half an hour, but I did them. And that's where a bit of flexibility is really important as well. So the habit for me is to train 3 or 4 times a week. The habit isn't I must do 4 1-hour sessions, because that's not always achievable. Sometimes I have to be flexible around my weekly schedule, or around what my family are doing, or around what my business needs. So I have a little bit of flexibility, but create structure and routine. And it also takes away decision fatigue. Think about how many decisions you make every single day. Now, particularly if you are in the perimenopause era or menopause, there's enough brain fog and exhaustion going on from other factors. Don't exhaust yourself with little decisions that don't need to be made every single day. Again, we talk a lot more about that in the Bricks method, about keeping things quite similar. Just structured routine, you just do them without thinking, makes your day much easier. So, action time today. I want you to send me, if you are doing this live, sorry, I forget to say that. If you're doing this live today on Tuesday, the 25th of March, 2025, then you have my number from our WhatsApp group. You're going to send me one small thing that you are going to add into your life this week. One small thing. It could be, I'm going to add in a 10-minute lunch walk. Oh gosh, start that again. A 10-minute walk in my lunch break. It could be that as of today, I'm going to increase my steps by 5%, 10%, 100 steps, whatever it is, depending on your start point. One small thing that you're going to add to your life today. It could be an extra portion of fruit and veg every day. It could be 5 minutes of listening to, I don't know, your favorite song, or anything. Like I say, it's very personal, very individual, sorry. Send me one small thing. If you are not doing this live, then there is a link in the show notes. This is the last day that you can join us live if you are listening on the 25th of March. If you're not doing this live with us, write this in your phone. Make a commitment to yourself today of one small thing that you're going to add into your life going forwards. I'm not asking you to overhaul your entire lifestyle. Keep it simple. Make it something that can fit in. If, for example, you are using the 10-minute lunchtime walk, put it in your calendar. Set a reminder every single day at lunchtime. that you're going to do it, or every day, Monday to Friday, if it's a work break thing, and make sure it happens. Don't let it be something you go, oh yeah, I'm going to do that. And then just, don't actually put any planning in to make it happen. You need to make a plan and make sure that you can make this work. Ciao for now. I will see you tomorrow.